alone this time.
Yeah, is it recording?
Yeah. Volna hata.
Shouldn't this light be off? I feel like.
I don't know. Was it last time? Welcome to Women in STEM podcast. I am a woman. Danny is not. And we're not in STEM.
Yes.
Danny, how are you?
I'm very excited because, as you know, last episode was meant to be our last episode.
Right.
But
the viewers were
they,
very gracious.
Yeah, you guys forgave us and wanted us to continue with more episodes. So we are very humbly and gracefully.
You actually begged us to continue.
Yeah. Like on your knees, like get up.
You decided that we deserve a platform.
Yes.
We had no choice then, but to record maybe one more episode.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Just one more.
We'll see how it goes. Inshallah, it will work out. Who knows?
Thank you so much for coming again to Warsaw to record.
My pleasure.
Wow, that's amazing of you to take a time of your precious day as a barber.
Yeah.
Well, not a barber, as
a guy that tells barbers to do their work.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Tell us more about that.
Huh?
How was your week at the barber shop?
You know, I didn't work much this week.
Okay.
I took some time off. I had my receptionist at work instead of me, and I was dealing with my second job, let's say, this stuff, like the social media stuff. And I had some cringe moments. This week.
Yeah. I've heard that somebody is catfishing
on
Tinder with your pictures. Yeah. That's pretty cringe.
I mean, we can put up the picture here, but because I have the screenshots of it, I got a DM from some person in my message requests, and she was saying that she thinks somebody is pretending to be me on Tinder. And I asked her for a screenshot, and I opened it up, and the first thing I saw was that the person claimed that I spoke English, Polish, and Turkish.
That's quite random.
Yeah, which is pretty obviously it's just some random loser who doesn't know where I'm from, and then was just brown, Turkish, close
Probably.
enough. Yeah, let's just go with that one, and. I found it flattering. It was funny, but at the same time, the person told me that they were messaging them weirdly, aggressively schmexual things.
Yeah,
not
good. All
good.
catfishers do.
Yeah. So I had to expose my own profile. I had to post a screenshot of my actual profile, with the check mark.
Oh, so there's a way to verify your profile.
Verification, yeah. And it's not even verification because you don't have to send a picture of your ID or anything. They just tell you to send 3 different photos of you doing peace sign, thumbs up, or licking your nose or some weird shit.
That's pretty basic.
Yeah, which is stupid, But I posted my account and embarrassed myself publicly. Everybody could see what my bio and stuff was.
Now I need to see. What do you have on your Tinder?
Because now on Tinder they have prompts, so it will ask you some basic question, and then you can give a silly answer or whatever. And one of the prompts that I answered was I can beat you in a game of, and then I answered drama queen competition. Oh,
that's a good one.
Yeah, I think it's
gives
silly.
off girly pop energy.
Yeah.
I think girls like that.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I think it's pretty true to my character because I am a big drama queen.
Oh yes.
So I had to post that on my story, and my mom and my brother and everybody
oh my god, I
saw
cannot
that.
imagine.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have Tinder and some other reasons.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably not the first reason why.
Yeah, it's not. Have you heard about Raya though?
Yeah, isn't that the famous people app?
Famous people plus models.
Plus models.
That's a good
famous
combo.
people adjacent.
So, have you tried?
No,
getting
I
into
don't
Raya?
think I would. And plus, I feel like the people there would be too expensive for me, anyways. Like
You would be like the expensive one.
I'd be like
the model.
yeah, I'd be like the model. Yeah, sure. Yeah, in that sense, then I should try signing up for it. You never know what will happen.
Oh my god, have you seen like Ben Affleck matched with like a model on Raya? And the times when he was like separated from J-Lo, right? He's with J-Lo.
Now he's
And
back with her, I think, but before he was with Jennifer Garner or some shit like that.
Divorcing again,
Again?
actually. Or maybe it's just rumors. Anyway, they were on a break.
Yeah, that sounds funny.
Maybe I'll find it.
Why did you unmatch me? It's me.
I think I don't know. I don't know if I would have much success on Raya. Is there much people on Raya in Poland? Like, is that even a thing?
I wouldn't know.
If there isn't even like Hinge in Poland, like I don't know.
There is no Hinge in Poland?
Hinge is like is the cool one. It's like the cool.
Really?
Yeah, like it's where like all the like alt like people are and stuff like that. Like all my friends from Berlin use Hinge.
Oh my
and when they saw me like on Tinder, they're like, oh, like you're like such a grandpa. Oh, so basic. Yeah. Yeah, people are calling me Unc and shit on TikTok because I'm 24.
Gee, oh god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I think cool people use Bumble here.
Yeah, I mean, because it's the alternative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely you find better options on Bumble.
I think it's because from what I've heard, Bumble just matches you by percentages of the answers, because it asks you like 100 questions, and the more questions you answer, the more accurate.
I think that's why it says
is.
like you have like 78% match or something like that.
Because it's supposed to be less like pictures focused and more personality focused. So it matches you with people who have like the same answers as you.
Yeah.
But then from what I heard from my friends, you only like see 12 the same people there that you already know that are your friends for years.
You rematch with the same people like 40 times, and then sometimes it will like keep showing you people that swiped left on you.
Oh
and
no, what?
like, I don't know, it's because I think there's just not enough people in Poland using Bumble that the dating pool is limited,
and they would just stumble upon their friends again and again. And I was asking, what is the like savoir vivre on that?
Yeah.
When you like stumble upon your friend on a dating app, do you like swipe them right or left? Like,
I love swiping right on anybody
like,
that I know. I swipe right on them.
Okay, so it's
yeah.
so it's natural, right?
Yeah, at least for me, because it's kind of like when you're like watching like a TikTok and you open the comments and you see like a random comment from like one of your friends,
right?
And then you just like the comment to let them know that you saw it.
Okay.
You know, so it's kind of like that, but Tinder version of it, or
like, hi, still
Bumble.
single?
Yeah,
Me too. Good luck.
Yeah, like I saw like a woman that I was involved with like a few years back. She had a boyfriend for like a few years, and then like the second she broke up with him, I caught her on Tinder, and I like swiped right on her, like just to like say like, hey, like welcome back.
Oh god, all this seems so embarrassing. I'm sorry.
No, it's tough shit.
We're gonna go back, I think, to dating apps when we go to the topic of male loneliness epidemic.
Yes.
But I think we're gonna save it for later.
Yeah.
Anything else cringe happened to you this week?
Not that I can disclose, perhaps.
Okay. Let's
what about you?
I don't know if it's cringe, but I was whitening my teeth this week.
How
like with the laser, and then you have this like gel that you put on your mouth.
Shit, yeah, I see. Yeah. I've seen that stuff. Does it feel like weird when you're doing it?
When you're doing it, not. You don't feel anything, I guess. Maybe besides like the thing that stretches your mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say that looks like some weird like sex thing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Did I send you the picture? I was taking selfies all the time, so I can show you. And the lamp itself is pretty heavy.
Is it the blue light thing?
Something like that. But it's kind of uncomfortable. Yeah, it looks very weird.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, it looks even worse when.
Yeah, and it takes an hour. Like 4 times 50 minutes.
And did they keep like having to drain your saliva and shit?
There's this very smart contraption that they put in your mouth. It's not like the suction thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a contraptions that take all your saliva and it keeps it in place so you don't choke. So it's not that uncomfortable. It's good to bring like something to listen to. Like I didn't bring my AirPods, so I was just alone with my thoughts the whole time.
That's the worst.
So that's why I was taking selfies all the time.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't hurt when you do it. And they warned me that there can be some sensitivity like 24 hours later. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I was suffering then. But I find it to be pretty hopeless endeavor in my case. And they told me that not to expect like veneer results.
Yeah.
Because I apparently have a yellow bone.
Yeah.
my bones are too yellow, so the light only works with the enamel.
Yeah.
And the enamel is almost like see-through at this point on my teeth.
I can and
imagine.
It's
just my bone that I can do nothing about. So
I mean, I have like the same. I have, weirdly enough, my mom has it too, where like it's not the exact same thing, but like one of our teeth is like yellower than like the rest.
Sometimes
no matter how much you like brush it. And for both of us, it's like the sharp, like the canine.
Right. I love canines. Stop doing that with your mouth. It's so scary.
Yes.
Yes, but I love canines. Apparently, Americans shave them down.
Yeah, that's strange. No, ever since I watched Twilight when I was a kid, I was so happy I had the vampire teeth.
Yeah, canines are cute. But also, I have to keep this white diet for like 2 weeks. And don't eat anything that can
no
stain
spices,
your teeth. No spices. Very... Actually, yeah, that's true.
No spices?
Actually, no spices. Especially like curcuma or curry.
Oh, good lord. Oh, yeah, I mean, that shit will stain the fuck out of your teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, no
coffee?
Fruit. No coffee. Only like latte through a straw.
Yeah.
That's the only thing allowed.
Hence the drink you were drinking today. Yeah.
Exactly. I have my
Cover the logo, no advertising.
There's no logo.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, so no fruit like strawberries and raspberries.
So what do you eat?
White
Rice?
Wine?
White wine. White wine.
White wine and cauliflower.
Beautiful.
That's my diet for now.
Well, you know what they say, white is right.
Oh God, stop. They're gonna ban us. Okay, apparently this is the last episode.
Okay, sorry, that was a joke.
I would thought that like in 2025 they would like invent some kind of paint for your teeth, because veneers and crowns and all of that, it seems too much for me, especially when you have
too excessive.
Have to shave down your teeth. I would never do that. This seems so creepy.
Yeah, I would only do that if I started losing my teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I'm gonna lose my teeth eventually.
Why do you feel that?
I don't know. I just I was born with an impending sense of doom.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
So whatever like concept, if there is something bad that can happen to me, in the back of my mind, there's a voice telling me like, "Oh, Danny, you're so fucked."
Teeth specifically?
No, just not just teeth. Like, if like a study came out like tomorrow saying that like there's a 0.5% chance that your eyeballs will fall out when you're sleeping, my brain will like tell me like, "Oh, Danny, you're fucked, bro. Like, it's game over. Your eyeballs are gonna fall out when you're sleeping." You know,
why would you go there? Eyeballs falling out?
I don't know, just like random shit. Like,
I think you can put it back a little bit.
Oh yeah,
because you're louder now. It's okay.
Okay.
Oh my! It's like when you're a child and when you hear about quicksand or like tornadoes, and then you go to sleep and oh my God, it's gonna happen to me tomorrow.
Like I'm gonna be walking to school and there's gonna be like a patch of quicksand. Like I don't know what the statistics are, but like it turns out like quicksand isn't that big of a deal. Like,
no, apparently, and tornadoes in Poland.
Yeah,
there's actually starting to happening because of the climate change.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, it was definitely
a fantasy.
Not a big problem. Yeah. I have the same thing about my hair. I think I'm gonna lose my hair.
Oh yeah, me too.
Last time I was
like my hair's
at
gonna
the
like fall
hairdresser,
out.
I was like, "Am I balding? I'm sure I'm balding." And she was like, "Okay, girl, I don't know."
Like tough shit. I don't know what to tell you. I love, by the way, later on, we can discuss this more, but oftentimes when I see somebody like bitching and moaning like on the internet about like some irrelevant issue that's not really an issue, like male loneliness epidemic, for example, I will always comment stuff like tough shit, or like or like when I see like a video of a guy like being in the army and like complaining that he's in the army or something, like they're gonna send me to Iran and we're gonna have to. I always comment like skill issue, tough shit, like like. I love saying tough shit. Big if true, tough shit, true. Skill issue. There's many beautiful like
good luck, mama.
Yeah, exactly. There's many beautiful like one-liners that you can say to somebody to like just ruin their day a little bit.
Oh, have fun for now, because I'm telling you, as soon as we're gonna blow up, you cannot do this shit anymore. You cannot just randomly comment on people's TikToks that are like 300 likes and you're there with your tough shit. It's gonna be insensitive. There's power imbalance there.
I gauge whether or not I am able to, like, for example, if that person has like 5 likes on the video, I'm not gonna like,
do not ruin their day.
But if it's somebody that has like 60k likes and then like half the comments are like Americans saying like, oh, you're so brave for what you're doing, you're defending your country, like, okay, then I will balance because I'm a Libra. Libra is vaga. It's all about balance. So I like to create, when I sense imbalance in the universe.
Are you an astrology girly?
No. Okay. I don't believe in it at all. I'm just using it as a tool to further my agenda.
Okay, so to pick up girls.
No. I mean, I.
Well, you are what was it, like sleazy, safe sleazy?
Safe sleazy, yeah.
Guy. So that's your apparatus.
No, I realized.
Apparatus? I meant like
tool.
Modus operandi.
Modus operandi. I mean, when it comes to this game of, not game, but the endeavor of picking up people. Let's say. If you are pleasant on the eyes, you can get away with a lot of like non-offensive things. Like, I don't mean you can get away with like being like a bad person or some shit like that. I mean, I'm sure that's true sometimes too. But I mean, like, for example, I don't have to like for example, like try to understand like how to manipulate women using like astrology and stuff. Like, I just go like, hi, how are you?
I know. I've seen you on a date for some reason because you invited me to it and told me that it's totally not a date. And and then the girl is fine with it. And I went there and she was like, what are you doing here? So yeah, I know. I've seen you in action. And you can get away with a lot. I mean, when I say I can get away with a lot, I just mean that I can get away with being a fucking idiot. Like, that's exactly what I meant. Mean, yeah. You were a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Like, I'm genuinely just a clueless, stupid,
like
fucking
a child.
Idiot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was I going?
I don't remember. Somehow.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, next time you stumble upon a soldier on TikTok, like an American army guy, you can also say, do you fuck with the war? Yeah. I think it's gonna be engaging. Yeah. Do you fuck with the war?
Do I fuck with the war?
No, I don't fuck with the war. Yeah. I think we can like go into the meat of it all. Yeah. What do we have for today?
Well, you seem to be more in control of the narrative today. So what do we have in store for today?
Yeah. We have some juicy TikTok drama to go into. And well, actually the whiteboard could be useful, but we don't have the
easel.
We don't have the environment
not
to do that. But so I'm gonna try to explain everything to you without the whiteboard. And I thought we could also talk about Americans in Europe because I find this topic to be evergreen. Like every time
Lovely.
I talk about it, people just love it, and I also love it.
Yeah.
It's so triggering. It's so non-consequential.
Yeah.
American versus European drama, especially now in season when Americans are coming on their Europe.
That's
Euro
true.
trip.
Everyone's on their Euro trip right now.
Yeah, so the content is just there, laying on the ground, ready to be picked up
That's
by
true.
us.
Keep in mind, I am technically an American in Europe.
Right.
Yeah.
So your insight will be especially valid.
Yes. Let's just
Mr.
say.
American passport.
Yeah, Mr. American passport.
I need to mention still, my Polish passport is stronger than your American one.
Yeah. So
tough luck.
Yeah, but in 2 years I will have both.
Will you?
I mean,
are you applying
hopefully.
for a Polish citizenship?
I can. In 5 years, because if you own a business for 5 years, you can start the application for it and do like a Polish language test and all that. So I won't have, and I will change my name to like a really Polish sounding
like
name.
Daniel.
Never mind, I guess.
Yeah, you have a pretty Polish name already. Yeah, Żad has its worse.
Yeah.
So are we gonna throw a party?
Yes, citizenship
it's
party.
It's gonna be such a Polish party. We're gonna have like a very long table.
Yeah.
With all
like a wedding.
Like imieniny.
Yeah.
Like the name day.
Yeah.
With all this like.
Oh, I've never had that before. Yeah, we can like we can celebrate like all the Catholic and all like the Polish holidays and events like just all at once, like to make up for.
There's gonna be like white cloth on the table, and there's gonna be some like fizzy drinks. White people, of course. We're gonna get so many white people on this party, and vodka and sałatka jarzynowa and some śledzik and grzybki.
I've had śledź before.
I haven't. I hate śledź.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Grzybki, everything, and we're gonna sing a lot. There's gonna be accordion.
Hell yeah, I love the accordion.
Mm-hmm.
They had that in the wedding. The guy was going fucking crazy in the wedding for the
Polish wedding you went to.
Yeah.
So it was really Polish with accordion.
It was beautiful. And they had sushi for some reason as well.
I
wasn't complaining though.
They do now. Now they do this now. I had cebulash at my wedding.
Cebulash?
Yeah.
I mean, that's very on brand as a Lublin
I especially asked for it as a Lublin accent. But what were we talking about?
Before we continue, it's time.
For a bathroom break?
Yeah. Already? That monster really hit the bladder.
Go piss, girl.
Thank you.
Go piss, girl.
BRB.
I think he met Bulka on his way to the restroom. Bulka is the studio cat that I would love to show you, but I think when she is in the room with us, she's much more interested in wreaking havoc around the studio. Did I say that correctly? Havoc? If Danny was here, he would correct me for sure.
أنا هلأ قاعد عم شخ بالحمام وبكل صراحة ما في شي أنا برأيي ما في شي أحلى من لما الطقس بكون برد برا وفي شتاء وانت قاعد جوا عم تشرب لك يعني شي هوت شوكليت أو شاي هيك حد الحريقة really يعني بتحس حالك كأنك white person you know what I mean. هاي أحلى شغلة لما بتكون like شو اسمها هاي المرة the mascot of fall or autumn. I don't know what's the difference. That's in the sweater وهيك مرتاحة holding the matcha latte. يا بيه man. ما في شي أحلى.
She is just running around and knocking stuff over. So she is not invited to the room with us this time, but I really hope you're gonna meet Bulka eventually. She is real. Got it.
Wow. I really needed that.
The piss?
Yeah.
So Americans in Europe.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think I have a pretty good radar of what's rage bait on the internet and what's not. So I think some of these TikToks I prepared for you are rage bait, but some of it's definitely not. So I think the first thing we should talk about is American obsession with water.
Ya Allah. Yeah, I know exactly where you're going with this.
For example, there are so many TikToks about it, but just maybe this, for example.
Yeah.
Americans with their huge water bottles that just are walking around European cities and complaining that there's no water.
You can never find water anywhere. Restaurants don't have water. All the water they have is sparkling and glass bottle. Like, what are you talking?
How are we still alive living here? And this is such a non-problem for me for a couple of reasons. Yeah, one thing is this huge water bottles that they carry with them everywhere, and they're like so in shock that nobody in Europe is also carrying them around. So I'm so confused about this because I never have this sudden urge to drink water when I'm just
living your life. Like the only time like you're right. Like I don't get hit with this random urge. Like I need to chug like a fuck ton of water.
Die. Yeah, I'm so thirsty. I think maybe the distinction is that they're tourists, so they do a lot of stuff during the day.
They're probably not. They're not used to walking a lot.
Yeah,
maybe. Also, so their system is is not used to this like level of physical activity without it being supplemented by
sure, because when I'm on a hike I'm also gonna bring water, but when I'm just running errands around the
for
city,
them running errands in Europe is a hike, it seems.
Probably I just drink water at home, and then
like
I get
randomly,
back home, or I get to the office, or I get to this, and then I drink water and keep walking. I don't want to be carrying this huge bottle with me everywhere. It looks silly. It's uncomfortable. It's heavy.
Yeah.
Just drink water at home. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then they go to a restaurant, and there's the whole other debacle.
Yeah.
Because they ask for water, and they get a glass of water, and they're suddenly so outraged because it's not like a huge tall glass.
Yeah, because they need like a pitcher of water, like these big fucking
with
things.
A lot of ice in it. And not everyone wants ice in their water. If you want ice, you can always ask for it.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be with ice by default because some people cannot drink cold drinks. You get sore throat after that. Especially when there's a huge difference in temperature outside. Also,
it differs by culture. Like, for example, when I lived in China, if you ask for water, the default that they will give you is hot water. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, the default is like hot water that like you can make tea with.
Then I would also be surprised.
But it's not to make tea with it, but it's just to like sip on it. Some because people, for them, they have like in their tradition, in their culture to do that, and also it's like proven to be like healthy. Yeah, I heard about that. Some people will drink like hot water with lemon. Like that's pretty much what they do. Like when you ask for water, you have to specify that you want it room temperature or cold. Otherwise, they give it to you hot. It helps keep you balance your temperature or your body temperature, so helps you regulate. But I would never I would never drink hot water. I can't do that. And I'm sorry, even if it's like a pseudo even if I'm giving myself like the placebo effect on purpose, I don't give a fuck if you tell me that drinking hot stuff will actually cool down your body because of blah 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 blah, and drinking cold stuff actually warms up. No. What about beer? Do you know that beer dehydrates you actually? Yeah, but at the same time it has water. So what can you do, man? But speaking of the Americans in Europe with like water, also the food thing pisses me the fuck off so much, because you will see like them posting saying that like, man, there's just something about the bread here and blah, blah, blah. Like, I didn't get fat because all the bread and the cheese and the food doesn't have chemicals. It's all organic and natural. In reality, all they did was like walk like 20K steps per day because they were walking around. Vacation. Maybe when you're like all inclusive and just lay on the beach. But usually, when you're on vacation, you just do a lot of stuff. And they're not used to it. Like, they don't have walkable like cities with public transport. They drive everywhere. So of course the calories
I
you
also
burn.
think it's bullshit about
It's
European
so
organic
fucking
and very
stupid.
healthy
It's
food.
so
Maybe,
stupid.
I agree with the bread because their bread contains more sugar than
Sure,
European bread.
but
in
it's
general,
not like
but,
yani.
but
No,
if you're gonna eat cheese, it's
Yeah.
gonna get you gain. It's
You're-
gonna make you gain weight.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's American cheese or European cheese. It's
only thing
fat.
that makes you gain weight
It's
is a
calories.
calorie surplus.
Yes.
That's it. You cannot break the laws of thermodynamics
Yeah.
just because the bread that you ate is more organic than the other bread. That's
Yeah.
not gonna.
It may contain less sugar, and then it's gonna have less calories.
Yeah,
That's true.
but it's not the main
It's not
thing.
the
That's
food. It's not the food, definitely. I agree with you completely.
It's
on
such a
that.
brain
I
dead
think
like
it's also
way
like
of
this
romanticizing Europe.
romanticizing Europe. Exactly. It's slow living. It's healthy everywhere. They visit the most like touristy cities, and they think it's everywhere like that. It's so magical, and the people are not working as much here. Yeah, because we have like work regulations in our law, but it's a whole different topic. And again, they also their takes are so like they speak in absolutes. Like they never serve you free water in Europe. Every fucking restaurant I've been to in Poland or anywhere else in Europe, they offer you water. That's the first thing they offer you.
For them, I feel like for a lot of Americans, Europe is like the furthest they will ever travel in their lives.
It's the most exotic.
It's the most exotic, so it's like another planet for them. You know what I mean? And because for them, other country equals Mexico or Canada. That's
or
it.
Hawaii.
Or
is
Hawaii.
it even a different country, Hawaii?
No, Hawaii is a different. It's a state.
It's a state.
But they almost treat it like it's a different country.
Yeah.
So for them to go as far as crossing the pond, as they say, to Europe, regardless of where in Europe it is, for them everything is so different, and they like to speak about it probably in the same light that fucking somebody, I don't know, like Christopher Columbus would like, go from Portugal to the new world, and then come back and say like, yeah, these people blah 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 blah, they're like aliens, and you know what I mean, like they just tell like tall tales like about that. Like
I think there's some sprinkle of American exceptionalism in that, in a way that they treat themselves as default. I was surprised by the hot water in China, but I am not shocked. I am not gonna make a TikTok about it because I know it's a place that
people do things
very
different
far
in
away.
other places.
Yes, that's a different culture. And the tiniest differences for them are so shocking.
Yeah.
And then they spread misinformation like never tip in Europe because they're gonna be offended. They're gonna think only scammy places want tips. No, please, give
me money.
Leave tips.
Tip me. Tip like
Danny,
if
right
I
now.
even if I like fucking if I if I shook your hand and you're like, damn, he has a good handshake, I should tip him. Tip me. Give me the money.
For a handshake?
Yeah, I don't know what Americans tip for.
Everything.
Everything,
That's true.
yeah.
That's true. But not for everything. Just in restaurants. And it can be 10%. It's okay. It can be 10%.
Yes.
Because in America, they pretty much took it to the extreme.
Yeah, they have like a math formula around the tipping.
And it's for everything. When I was in New York, and I think I was buying tickets for the subway, for a metro, and the cashier like turned around this little screen for me, and there was, how much do you want to tip? And an option to not tip was just tiny text at the bottom of the screen, and I was just buying tickets at like a kiosk. I don't want to tip you for that.
I don't even know what like the tipping is for half the time. Like
even if it's like fast food.
Yeah.
You should. That's strange for me.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
In restaurant, it's obvious because the service is such a part of the experience.
Yeah.
Like people are the service workers are just trying to please you and talk.
Yeah, that I don't mind because they are working their ass off for a very low amount of money.
I guess that's true about every like minimal wage worker in America.
But servers have a unique wage too.
Yeah, because the employer can just not pay them at all.
And they give them a lower than minimum wage rate because they're supplemented by tips. So you literally are like paying their salary.
Yeah, so of course, when I went to United States, I knew it was like the system there. I knew it was their culture. So I was tipping more and I was always tipping. It may seem silly to me because I think the employer should like provide the minimal, not even the minimal wage, the wage that should provide them
livable
with
wage.
Livable wage. So I can think that system is corrupt and silly, but I'm not gonna like make it harder for the worker. It's not their fault.
Don't use their suffering as a tool to fight the system.
Don't be a douchebag. I'm not gonna fight the system, but by not tipping on purpose, they're still gonna suffer. But I think I can criticize it.
Of course. I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of like how you can still criticize capitalism while donating money to a charity, or like giving money to a homeless person. Like you can't like refuse to give them money and then say like, oh, I don't believe in the concept of like having to pay to exist. You know, I don't want to support this structure and system by contributing to.
Some people were actually accusing me when I were like gaining money for a charity. They were like, but charity is such a corrupt system. It's just a way for
like,
rich
bro,
people
do something. Go. Like, don't just touch grass. Go help somebody.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's start a revolution right now.
Yeah, yalla. Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's grab what's bagnets?
Pitchforks? Oh, baguettes?
No, baguettes, like bagnet. What the knife that you put on the top of the weapon.
Oh,
it's not a pitchfork.
Sheaths.
What?
A knife that you put
on the on your gun.
Oh, a bayonet.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's called a bayonet.
Probably, yeah. So let's grab the bayonets and start a revolution right now.
Oh, the saying in Polish is bayonet.
It's bagnet.
In English, they say pitchforks. Like grab our pitchforks and start a revolution.
I think it has different connotations. Like when you're doing like a mob, like a crowd to storm like a Dracula's. Dracula's
That's
castle.
why they say grab the pitchforks.
Yeah, it's more like a medieval connotation. I'm talking like French Revolution. I'm talking
okay.
October Revolution in Russia.
Okay. I see. Okay, different.
I'm glad we figured it out. Anyway, so that's for tips and water. What else is there? Euro summer. Let's watch this girly. Things I don't like about Europe.
I used to romanticize Europe, but after going there 3 times, I feel like I've really gotten to see what.
Okay, so she's saying that she's been there 3 times to Europe. So she knows what she's talking about.
Really is. So I've been able to make a list of the things that I don't really like. First, no condiments. I feel like in America, we're very saucy people and we have sauces or dips that go with everything.
Europeans invented fucking sauce, bro.
Like, for example, I ordered calamari. They didn't serve it with like cocktail sauce or tartar sauce or like even a lemon wedge. There was nothing. It was dry. The food there is so...
That's the thing. They always see their ways of doing things as default. Like for me, when you order food, it doesn't come with like the whole rack of different sauces and spices.
You get the food that you get when you order it. Very simply put.
I think there's also this very customizable approach to food in America. Like you can always like switch up the recipe. You can always ask for, I don't know,
substitutions for
chicken Alfredo without chicken or something. And you always get this whole rack of spices to do it on your own. And I think in Europe we like leave it to the chef. We trust the chef.
Why y'all ain't put cheese on my cheeseburger?
So I wouldn't,
That's a reference to a video that I will send you and you can...
Okay, thank you.
Oh no, it's not why y'all put... It's... Why y'all put cheese on my cheeseburger? Shut your bitch ass up. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Not you. That's the video.
Okay.
Continue, please, madam.
So if I ordered some delicious calamari at a restaurant, I wouldn't ruin it with tartar sauce that I just...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to fuck the whole thing with sauce.
Calamari is delicious by its own. Also, I am always for trashing white people. Like, it's fair. We deserve it. But do it accurately. I think it's the same thing when people are shitting on Warsaw. like saying, "Oh, are you gonna drink your oat milk latte?" And I'm like, get with the times. Like, we're not drinking oat milk latte in Warsaw. We are drinking like drip V60 or something, or like tonic espresso.
Oh yeah, tonic espresso. Man, I'm a fucking. If I could have sex with tonic espresso, I would. I love them so fucking much.
I'm sure some fans are gonna draw like a personification of tonic espresso.
And Danny Rule 34.
And they're gonna draw
espresso.
you making out with tonic espresso now.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, fun. It's gonna be fun.
I already know Zosha is working on that.
Oh, probably. So I'm just asking you to be accurate with
your hatred.
In your hate, yeah. That's always good. So I get it when people, especially non-white people, make fun of white people for their food. Like, it's
but you know, you
funny.
are in the I believe the word, I hope I'm using the word correctly, but in the modern zeitgeist of the racial discussion, white people are a very specific kind of person who are Europeans that have no culture because they colonized North America.
Yeah, it's
like
usually...
so that being white is their culture. You know, like a Polish person has their own history, their own culture, blah blah blah. White people, their culture is consumerism and capitalism.
And in a global sense, even as a Polish person who is like poorer than a regular white people in America, I'm still benefiting.
In a sense,
being white. I benefit from colonialism even if I'm Polish because I'm in the European Union.
Sure.
And Great Britain and Germany and France, they colonized so many places.
Yeah.
So I'm still benefiting in a global sense.
But there is a distinction in my eyes.
I'm not going to be offended by white people jokes. It's not racism because these jokes will not harm me.
Yes.
Like they have no systemic power over me. So if I, as a white person, were to mock black people, I'm actively harming them because
there's a power disparity and there's a history of
is gonna put them in a worse situation systemically.
Correct. Yeah.
But they're not gonna harm me, but telling me I cannot dance. I cannot, by the way. So but with the food. It's true. It's objectively funny when people say, "Oh, white people colonized half the world for spices, and
they don't even
never
fucking use them."
And that's true. And I think that there's a reason why, like, Indian food is one of the most popular all over the world.
Yeah.
But then I see Americans who are white, by the way, who make fun of other white people, Europeans, for not putting spices into their food. And by spices, they only mean like powdered stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Spices to them is just powder. So you can put like onion and garlic and cilantro and everything in your food.
The stuff
in its original form.
The stuff that the powders used to be.
Exactly. And they're gonna say, where are the spices?
Yeah.
They're right there. They're just fresh. But also sometimes food is just better without them. If it's a kind of food, like a special cut of meat that is just delicious by itself and it needs nothing else.
Sure. Yeah. No, I'm on the same page as you. Like for example, for me, I have a specific palate where I need to fuck everything and make it spicy.
I saw it. Yeah. I saw you putting sriracha on a fork and just...
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I have a specific palate, but to each their own, you know? Like, besides the spicy thing, I do like sometimes to eat stuff like without that much stuff, like maximum just salt or pepper. Sometimes that's good enough.
Sometimes it is.
You know, like, you fuckers eat up McDonald's like crazy. Or like just fast food in general. That shit doesn't have spices on it. It's just like salt and pepper, like maximum. You know what I mean? Like, that shit doesn't have fucking spices. It has fat, salt, pepper, meat, bread. That's it. And when you look at when it's McDonald's, it's okay. But then if it's like a Polish dish, like for example, like pierogi ruskie, which is the same thing, fat,
it's very plain.
Cheese, dough, etc., potatoes, salt and pepper. It's the same ingredients, and then suddenly it's like, where's the spices?
Oh yeah, put sriracha on your pierogi ruskie. Absolutely.
I do that,
you would.
I do that, but it's my decision, you know, and I don't I'm not gonna like fucking explode if there's no sriracha on my pierogi ruski. They're
You
still
might.
they're,
You might.
yeah. I mean, but they're still good. They're still good either way. Like I don't get it. Like it's the same. Like if you look at like fast food, it's like doesn't have spices on it. Even pizza doesn't have spices on it.
Oh, that's also a whole discussion. I recently saw a TikTok that I'm also gonna put here. That was about a girl who ordered mozzarella balls in Italy, and she asked for marinara sauce for it because she
Jesus
didn't.
Christ,
She didn't get like any sauce with it, and she was surprised. So she ordered marinara sauce. It's a stuff in US, I guess.
Yeah.
And they were
it's very
so
specific
surprised.
to the US, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
I grew up like in 4 different countries where I've always had like Italian adjacent food, like mozzarella sticks or something like that. And I've only ever seen it in the States where like it's so normal like to dip it in marinara
Sauce. And they were confused, of course.
Yeah.
And she was confused when they bring her just like tomato sauce, like pizza tomato sauce, because there's no marinara sauces in Italy. There's just marinara pizza.
Yeah.
And pizza marinara is just a pizza with tomato sauce with garlic and
basil, I think.
And I don't
or
think
oregano.
Even basil. Maybe some oregano, but usually just garlic, pepper, and salt.
I was confused. I was like, why are the Americans dipping their mozzarella sticks in pizza sauce?
Yeah. They just
strange.
need something to dip stuff.
And also, for all their talk about loving sauces and stuff like that, they criticize they make fun of dipping fries in mayonnaise so much.
Really?
It's the best fucking shit ever, in my opinion. Like, God bless my mother, she put me onto this because I think it's the influence of her French education and her upbringing in a very freshly French colonized Lebanon. She introduced me to like using mayonnaise as like a dip for like fries or even like sandwiches and stuff like that. That stuff is so fucking good. Oh God.
Oh, it's also
wow.
It's always funny to me when people come to Poland and they like order a salad because they think it's going to be healthy.
Yeah, and it's like 50, literally 50% mayonnaise.
It's always mayonnaise, probably some ham too, maybe cheese,
corn,
pasta sometimes,
corn,
potatoes.
Yeah,
a salad in Poland is
good Lord. It's and like the salad. You're really in Poland when the salad comes in like a plastic tub, and if you slam it down on the plate, it like just flops out, and it's like holding it's like a brick of mayonnaise basically. And it's genuinely like you are better off just ordering like a Wieszmak from McDonald's than
Polish salad.
Than like a Polish salad,
The amount of mayo will kill
good
you.
Lord, the mayo. Yeah, it's like it's only good in small doses or like in certain events,
Once I've seen how the mayo is made.
Yeah, it's just emulsified oil and eggs.
Oil.
Yeah.
How does it even happen? You put one egg in a bowl of oil, you mix it and you get mayo.
Yeah. Emulsification is a beautiful thing.
All right. But I always have it in my mind since then.
Yeah.
Oh, and we only threw the first point of our TikTok.
Oh, yeah, we need to continue.
So dry. You have to pay extra for socks. And then we have no shower curtains. There was not a curtain in sight. It was all like glass walls, but half of the tubs, the glass wall shower thing only covered half of the tub. So you just felt like you were just going to get water everywhere. It wasn't very comfortable. No.
Cheap shit hotels or something? Like...
No, the glass wall is like much better than
but there's still like shower curtains like
where? I haven't seen them too, to
like
be honest.
If somebody has like a bathtub, sometimes they'll have like a shower curtain.
Yeah, sometimes they
do. But otherwise, like just have the glass door. Like I have that.
So much better than shower curtains.
So much better.
I hate shower curtains.
And you can see if the killer is coming for you.
Oh, that's very
when you're in
important.
the.
But we don't have so much crime here in Europe, so maybe.
No, I know, but I just always have like the intrusive thought of like when if I'm in the shower curtain and I can't see outside, then it means the killer is coming.
The killer.
Yeah, just the killer in general. Like he's gonna come and get me.
He is coming. But the glass wall is so much better than
in every single way.
Curtains, they get moldy. They stick to your body when I just hate them. And the glass
And it
walls,
lets water out so fucking much.
yes, it's like protective. It's easy to clean. It's better in general. Not to mention,
And it's so fun doing the
it is
thing with the
and
water.
it's only if you have only a bathtub. If you have a proper shower, it's all covered by glass walls. So it's much better.
Yeah, I've always fantasized about closing that shower and blocking the drain and
So
turning it into a fish tank, into a Danny fish tank.
I don't think it would work. It's not that.
Yeah, but
It's not sealed that way. Okay, you have this fantasy of being like the girl at the magician's show that is like
cut in half.
No, put it in the glass tank.
Yeah.
And she
yeah.
needs to free herself.
Yeah.
Or maybe those mermaid girls in like.
Oh, I would in another life I would be a mermaid girl for sure.
You can be a mermaid boy in this life. I would sure they would hire you, but you just need to learn how to dive and do the tricks.
No,
but they would love you
that's
as like
beyond
a triton.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
I think in Polish at least, triton.
A male mermaid? A male maid.
You would have such a pretty tail.
Yeah.
What color your tail would be?
It would be like probably like. It would be like the tip of it would be green and the base of it would be blue. That's what she said, and the it would be like a gradient from like blue to green with like sparkles all over it. That would look, I think, very cute.
I'm thinking purple through silver.
Oh, that's gorgeous as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can see it.
Some fun arts coming as well.
I can see it in my mind's eye.
Yeah. It would be great.
So, continue with the list.
Yeah. Let's move on. There's gonna be about the stuff about free water in restaurants. We already know that.
No washcloths. I couldn't exfoliate in the shower. I just had to use my bare hands.
No washcloths. Do you use a washcloth?
I use a loofah.
Yeah, I've heard that some people complain about the loofahs that they like.
You have to replace them.
They feed bacteria. Yeah, if you replace them, they're fine.
They
or like a sponge.
Habibi, they cost like 2 złotych max in Auchan. You know, it's if you're not comfortable using a washcloth or you're not used to it, at least use a loofah. Just replace it once a month and like move on with your life, bro. Don't be fucking dirty. Okay.
Also,
please.
Why would she assume that they're gonna provide you with a washcloth?
Yeah,
like,
that's also really weird. It's like expecting to be provided with like a toothbrush.
Yeah, bring your own, girlie, and you're gonna be fine.
Which is like fine, but not really, because I wore a lot of sunscreen when I went.
So buy one.
Yeah, I don't know what she's on.
And I just really wanted to scrub my skin off at the end of the day. And they didn't give you washcloths, only like a hand towel and a body towel. That was it. Not like a little washcloth. Next, we have no free water or free refills at restaurants. I spent so much money on water at restaurants. It really made me miss the unlimited giant glasses of cold water in America. There's also no free public bathrooms. You have to go to the bathroom somewhere where you...
That's true, actually, and I think it's a problem. The access to free public bathrooms.
Yeah, I remember one of my biggest culture shocks in Poland was seeing like that you have to pay to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's few złotych, which I get it can be a problem for some people. But
it's basically a homeless barrier.
Yeah, I guess
it's like anti-homeless architecture, but not architecture.
Yeah, that's sad. But then I've seen the New York public bathrooms.
Oh, good lord!
I had the unpleasant experience of being into the Central Park's public bathroom, and it was scary.
Yeah.
But I think it's not just homelessness; it's also like the opioid problem that makes people like do drugs in them.
Yeah, I know what crack smells like because of public bathrooms in Michigan.
I think homeless themselves would not be a problem. Like they also shit and piss like we all do.
Go piss,
like homeless people are not more likely to leave a mess in a public bathroom.
Yeah, that I agree with.
They might be like dirtier because they have no place to wash themselves, but they're not gonna leave their dirt everywhere there. So they should have a place to...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Clean themselves to feel a bit more human.
So also, can we talk about American bathrooms, because I find it
they're
so ridiculous.
yeah.
Why can you?
You can basically be a fucking, as they say, peeping Tom in the bathroom, because there's like a fucking gap in the bottom and
Like
in the
meter
top.
and a half.
Yeah, and in the sides
then
also,
on
you
this-
can like see like a full on
That's-
eye like
That's so
peeking
insane.
at you. I don't understand that.
I think that they sometimes try to explain it by, but if somebody like
Gets stuck or something.
gets stuck or just faint in there, you can just easily get them out this way. But I know it's just so we can see if somebody is doing drugs in there.
True.
Which is always the thing with the US, that they exchange their privacy for their safety.
Yeah.
And I think it's not a fair exchange. I
all.
want to feel alone
Yeah.
in the bathroom, and
I want to feel. I want to, in general, be able to feel like I'm in control of being perceived, when I'm being perceived and when I'm not being perceived.
Such a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And I don't care if it's a man or a woman. So the whole like gendered bathroom stuff is very silly. I just want to have a stool for myself.
Yeah.
And I think it's not a fair exchange to be sure that nobody's doing drugs in there. No, just give me an actual
Why the
door.
fuck? I don't even care if
Yeah.
you're fucking doing drugs. Bro, do drugs.
Just don't leave the needle.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah, just
Do your
carry an Narcan with you and you're good.
This one might be a rage bait.
I can say this now that I'm not in Europe, now that I'm home and I'm not on like Europe algorithm. Why the fuck does every single city in Europe smell like piss and shit? Or piss or shit. Realistically, it could be one or the other, but sometimes it's both. You could be looking at the most beautiful, the most beautiful building you've ever seen in your life. It's 500 years old. And then you get a good old whiff of shit. You know what I mean? Kind of ruins the experience a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a hater. I love Europe. Europe is amazing. But they gotta get control over that piss and shit smell issue. For someone who claims to be not a hater, I honestly hate way too much.
That's so weird to me, because I know I've only been to New York, so I keep talking about US like I know it. But as a person who
I immediately know why.
Uh-huh.
I mean, think about it. New York is one of the few walkable cities in the
Right.
United States. And it smells like shit and piss.
Oh, it smells like piss
Yeah.
so much.
Because it's walkable. Because people are on a much smaller scale traveling back and forth in
So they
the
can
place.
actually smell it.
Exactly. And on top
And the
of that, and the homeless
homelessness
people have more, like, for example, like in America, okay, when are you actually outside? When you're in the parking to go to the car,
Yeah.
when you are in a building, and when you are like in
a park.
in a park. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all those places are like heavily controlled environments where you can kind of control like who's coming in and out of the places, who's making
And
a
there are
mess in those
not
places.
a lot of homeless people.
Yeah, not a
there.
lot of homeless
And
people.
the bigger city, the more homeless
Yeah.
people will be there. So,
So-
I guess that person was definitely in like the biggest, more touristy places in
Probably,
Europe. So
probably.
yeah, they're gonna probably smell like piss sometimes.
Happens.
Yeah.
Tough shit.
Maybe solve the
Yeah.
homelessness problem. And
Yeah. Perhaps.
I said it like it's easy, but it actually
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. it
Just
is.
give them homes.
Yeah.
Just give them homes. Anyway, the last one, and we're gonna move on. But that one is a good one. POV Antisemitism in Europe,
Why?
because that guy is flipping them off.
Why is he flipping them off?
That's a good question.
recording him, probably.
That's my point. Like, we know nothing about the situation, and the girlies are claiming this older gentleman with accordion is flipping them off because he somehow knows they're Jewish.
Yeah, he has like a microchip in his brain that like automatically detects Jews.
That's funny about American Jews. I
Yeah.
think they always think they're so distinctively Jewish.
They're
in their
fucking white
appearance,
people.
and
I'm sorry.
you
Like
look
like
just like
90
every other
90% of the
European.
time you're a white
Yeah.
person.
So,
Like literally you are a white person. Like I understand that Jewishness is an ethno-religious
Yeah.
identity, but skin color wise, perceptively, you are
Even
a
the
white
features,
person. Yeah, you
it's
are a
not
white
that
person.
distinctive. So
Tough shit. You know, you're a white guy. Like
Yeah.
nobody's
Nobody's recognizing you.
Especially in Europe, the land of the whites, nobody is fucking looking at their fellow white person and then saying,
I see it too in Americans, that they perceive white people only as like light hair. Like,
yeah.
What I saw a TikTok once with a girl who had like black curly hair, and they were like, "What is your ethnicity? Like, where are you from originally?" Because they just cannot believe in a white person with black hair or curly hair, for that matter. So, but a disclaimer: I don't know if that guy didn't actually say something offensive to them before he flipped them off.
Sure.
We don't have that information. Also, there is an anti-Semitism problem in Europe, and it's huge.
Yeah.
And it would be so easy to show that when in every European city, you will find a guy selling like a little figurine.
Oh yeah. With the caricature of the Jewish person. Yeah.
And the worst part is it's supposed to bring money to your home.
Yeah.
So it's disgusting, and it would be so easy to show that. And also there are some real examples of anti-Semitism in Europe.
Of course,
and they just decided to record some older guy flipping them off, probably because they were filming him.
Yeah, the thing is about posts like that bother me the most is not the fact that they could be lying or something. It's the fact that they take away attention from actual valid experiences, negative experiences that people have, and it dilutes the seriousness of the matter for people that don't experience it themselves. All they know
American
about
Jewish people.
And also all they know about anti-Semitism, like some people, like for example me, I'm not a Jewish person, so I don't experience anti-Semitism. All I do is see examples of it. And if somebody like me, for example, who doesn't experience it themselves, they see like a bunch of videos in their feed on social media of people calling like a random, like a fucking light bulb popping next to them, they'll call it anti-Semitism, then subconsciously in that person's head, they're like, oh, it's not a fucking serious thing, it's not an actual issue, it's like, what the fuck. But in reality, it can be a real issue, and all you're doing by
living in Poland, you see it all the time, even like on the highest level of government.
Yeah, exactly.
Like actual disgusting.
You see it everywhere. Yeah,
anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
You cannot. You don't have to look for examples. But
the anti-Semitism in Europe is oftentimes a bit more advanced than the Islamophobia. It's more deeply rooted in the culture.
Well, we started the problem, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But
and we didn't have our 9/11 that started the Islamophobia craze, and not started. Islamophobia existed in US before 9/11, definitely, but it accelerated it.
Definitely,
sure.
Yeah. I mean, I was like 1 year old when 9/11 happened, so I don't remember how it was like beforehand. But my mom told me that or not my mom, my friend's mom told me that like before, when you would travel in the States, there was like no TSA and you could just easily like
you could bring everything.
Yeah, you could like fucking walk in probably with like a handgun shoved up your ass and like 3 ounces of coke and like smoking a cig, like no problem.
Yeah, it changed everything for everybody, but definitely changed the perception of Muslims in the US. I guess now after like the immigration crisis happened, there's also a lot of Islamophobia in Europe too.
Yeah, now but this is a more fresh, uninformed. This is why I say that anti-Semitism is smarter, that like is more advanced, because like a European anti-Semite can give you like a statistical reason for why he fucking hates Jews, like he will give you like dates and numbers and all this. But then for Islamophobia, he will just say like, it's like backwards.
Because they're more experienced.
That's what I mean. So that's why I'm saying it's more advanced. It's like when somebody tells me like some stupid shit, like about like something Islamophobic or brown phobic, it's always so like rudimentary and like not it's like uninspired. There's no like
it's stupid and basic.
And it's just like, bro, like come on. Like it's like in the States when they called me like a sand N-word, like bro, like at least come up with like a new one for me.
Some
like
new material, please.
Like you know?
Yeah. So, what do you think would be like the main misconceptions about Islam in Poland that you experience?
In Poland,
I mean, let's just disclaim first that you are not Muslim yourself. Like,
I would not identify as one, but I am, let's say, visually perceived as one.
You're also raised in the culture.
I was raised in the religion. I know a lot about it. I tend to understand the perspective of people that belong to that religion here. But I don't know. In Poland, it's such a strange concept because Islam has oftentimes in other European countries that are considered to be more progressive, Islam is used as a scapegoat for religious violence, and also it's presented as something that's less progressive. It's more conservative. It's repressive towards women. It's all these like bad things. But for example, in a place like Poland, where it's mostly a conservative place, where they actually kind of low-key do like those kinds of ideas, and they use Catholicism to spread those ideas, they are a bit more creative with their Islamophobia.
Right, because there's this very weird, I think, they are very confused themselves, the conservatives, when they want to shit on Muslims in Islam, because they share the views they want to criticize in Islam. They are ultra-conservative. They want to control women, but they will somehow flip
the main idea is that instead of them criticizing, let's say, something that you could maybe on the surface at least understand, like maybe some feminist issues, some like saying that I don't know, like some progressive thing that you think Islam is ruining. Instead, what do they say? They're like, oh, you're coming and taking our women from us and trying to control them, because it's all about, you are taking our women and you are controlling them instead of us. You know,
it's such a good point.
It's like I see it clear as day, and I'm like, bro, I don't even want to control. I don't want to do anything. You know, like most of the time, Muslim people just want to be left alone. They want to mind their own business, and they say also, that's another point of argument that a lot of fucking stupid racist Islamophobes believe in, is that the Muslims want to come and conquer Poland or Europe and spread their Islam and blah blah blah.
Make us all obey Sharia
law. Which is funny because you guys are the ones sending fucking missionaries to Africa and stuff like that, like trying to spread Christianity. That is a core tenet in all
missionaries now, colonizers then. And we were forcefully converting people to Christianity.
I mean, that's a matter of Abrahamic religions in general. You have to keep in mind, like, Islam and Christianity are like 99% the same thing. They believe in the same God. They believe in the same prophets. They believe in the same practices. They believe in the same holidays most of the time. They believe in like 99% the same shit. The only difference is that Muslims have like hijab and like beards and terrorists blowing themselves up, and then Christians have like nuns, priests, and terrorists shooting up schools. You know, it's like it's just the same shit, but like
anti-abortion.
Anti-abortion. It's like all the same core issues. It's not if you have an issue, like 99% of the time when you talk to somebody who's Polish and is very vehemently anti-Muslim, most of the time you will find that they are just anti-religion, but also hate brown people as well. So why not combine it together and say anti-Islam, because they don't want to directly say anti-brown people. You know?
This is just a scapegoat, and
that's why, by the way, I am considered to be one of the good ones, because I'm brown and I'm not religious. So I don't want to, for example, convert the women that I sleep with to Islam secretly or something, you know, like
Yeah, that's why you're such a good person to speak on the topic. I know it's said that you have to be one of the good ones but unfortunately you will be listened to more likely than like a religious
because
person.
I straight up tell them before saying anything, I'm not a Muslim. Like I'm not religious. I'm not, you know, I'm critical of religion in general.
Yeah,
in
a
lot of situations.
Said something so smart on your stream yesterday when you said that the countries that are very oppressive towards women and are also like Muslim countries, their conservatism and the oppression of women is not rooted in the religion itself, more in the culture.
In the culture,
and I couldn't agree more, because the culture, of course, is rooted in the religion, but I don't think it's
it predates the religion itself.
Yeah, and it's always the countries that are like poorer, that are torn by war, that are oppressed by other countries, that are colonized. They tend to be more conservative. It's just
they've had less opportunities to have the luxury of being more progressive. Yeah, of being more progressive.
Or to progress in general. You have to have like the freedom to progress. Yeah. And also the nationalist movement tend to be more successful in tough times. People tend to lean into more traditional conservative nationalism groups when they feel oppressed and they feel like their lives are threatened. Yeah. Because they give them like the sense of stability,
of order, of control, structure.
It doesn't matter if it's Christianity or any other religion. It would be the same with every country that would fall into this situation. Yeah. Because like you said, Islam and Christianity, there are some things in like Christian Bible that are so insane when you read it like directly and literally.
And it's the same arguments that are used, by the way, because when you show a Catholic, like a strongly Catholic Polish person, like a really nasty sounding verse from the Bible, they will say like, oh, it's the word of God, it's very poetic, it's complicated, it's up to interpretation, you cannot take it literally, you blah 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 blah. But then they will go back and do the same thing with a verse from the Quran to you. Mm-hmm. Like, Habibi, it's the same shit. Like Islam, by the way, sorry to break it to you guys, but Islam is the latest update in the three Abrahamic religions. First, it was Judaism, then Christianity built on that. And then you have Islam, which built on... It's like, I remember like my Islamic teacher in school explained it to me like iPhone updates. I was like, holy shit, this makes so much sense. Because I was like, why do we have... like, why do we
also... Mormons in US?
Mormons is like... Mormons are
the
like...
latest update.
Yeah, kind of, but they built on Christianity. They didn't build on Islam.
Right.
Islam built on a foundation of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So, like, I would say like 90%, 95% of Islam is just Christianity. 90 to 95% of Christianity is just Judaism. Mm-hmm. And it's you guys are just fighting over the wrong shit. Like seriously, it's so stupid, and you don't even realize, like, I know I probably said this on the podcast before, at least on a live with you before, like, you are worshiping, like, you are calling this guy Jesus, you're calling him God, you're worshiping him, you're kissing his feet, and he's my fucking cousin, bro. He's from Palestine. He's 1 hour away from me, 2 hours away from me. I'm Palestinian, Lebanese, and Syrian. You know
that? That's blasphemy.
Yeah.
He was actually born in Częstochowa.
Yeah, he was born in Częstochowa. My apologies, but you get my point.
He's very white. He has blue
he's a white boy. Yeah.
Very pretty, dark blonde hair.
Yeah, long
and abs for days.
He's ripped as fuck. Yeah. He's a sexy white boy. Yeah, but. You know, like, I don't understand how, like, people can have such a big cognitive dissonance where, like, you are worshipping a fucking Middle Eastern guy.
And you hate Middle Eastern
guys. And then you hate Middle Eastern guys bringing their Middle Eastern religion to Europe.
It's banal at this point, like, to point out that, like...
Christianity is not your culture, by the way. It's my culture. You guys adopted it. I'm sorry, like
I'm gonna stir some shit.
But it's true. Your culture is paganism. Your culture is paganism, and you adapted like a bunch of pagan holidays, pagan
customs too,
pagan customs, and used it in Christianity. That's how it works. Like that all ties together to what I said before. The culture predates the religion, and the religion is just a tool to progress the culture or to express the culture in different ways. It's just how it works. So like in Islam, for example, I believe they say a similar thing in Christianity too, at least in the older Bible, that in Islam they don't mention anything about hijab. The word hijab is never mentioned in the Quran. All that's mentioned is women covering their necks, their ears and their hair. That's it. And that can be interpreted however you want it to. But because in the Middle East, hijabs were already a thing that existed, they heard all of this and they thought, okay, hijab, that's like culturally, that's a way that we can express that. But then a similar thing is expressed in the older Bible, in the Catholic Bible,
the Old Testament.
And the Old Testament. And then what do you have? Nuns. It's the same concept.
Not only nuns, like in the medieval times, it was common to cover your hair,
exactly.
your head, and then just
that's what I mean. In the medieval times, that was a cultural thing, and it got adapted in that way. And for the Muslims, it got adapted in that way. Like
when you meet a pope, you still have to wear a veil too. It's just culture, and also so many things are mentioned in the Old Testament that we already doesn't matter.
that I never understood.
Eating seafood, for example. Eating seafood is heavily forbidden by the Old Testament, or wearing clothes from
even
a different
pork, even pork.
Pork too.
Yeah.
And Christians, like, I guess they say that Jesus came and he said like it's all cancelled now. We have new rules, but he never said that.
Yeah.
He never actually he said the opposite. In the New Testament, he said, I am not here to disavow any of the Moses laws. Actually, you should obey them. Yeah. And I am here to tell you, obey them, and you're gonna be.
Yeah, he's there to be a messenger of God.
Yeah.
Or to be God.
It's a whole different topic, like all the stuff that's Old Testament that's completely different from the New Testament. But Jesus never told you, actually, you know what, shrimps are delicious, you should eat seafood. Or the stuff about clothes being from a different cloth, it was silly.
I think people are just, but if you shove your cock in another man's ass, you are going to burn in hell for fucking eternity.
But scissoring is fine. It's never mentioned in the Bible. Yeah. Actually, abortion, many people say that abortion is not mentioned in the Bible. They just interpret like the life being like sacred.
There's even some people that make the argument for the homosexuality being a sin thing actually being a condemnation of pedophilia, not of homosexuality.
There are different interpretations
because of the language being used.
I believe they would be against like homosexual relationships in that time, so I'm not like totally convinced.
I mean, it depends. Like I haven't like really deeply looked into it, but I don't know. I think it's such a like a nuanced thing. But I think the point that we are trying to make with this discussion of Christianity,
but you know that there is mention of abortion in the Old Testament.
Is it?
And it's actually for abortion.
Really?
In a case that your wife cheated on you, you can take her to a priest, and the priest is gonna give her a special poison. And if she miscarriages after drinking the poison,
allowed? It's okay.
It's okay because it was not your
baby.
Thumbs
up from Allah.
She cheated, so she should have an abortion.
Because adultery is a massive sin.
Yeah, she's having a baby with another man.
A child born of sin is blasphemous. Yeah. Wow, I never thought about it like that.
So actually, the Old Testament is all for abortion. If your wife cheated, it's a great news for like Christian conservative politicians.
Why don't they add that to Polish law? You know, like abortions are allowed only if you cheat, and then there's no way to track if you actually cheated or not. So every woman can just walk into an abortion clinic and say,
it would lead to so many horrible things, like I don't know, like tracking devices on a woman, or don't push
never mind.
idea.
Mam 11 tygodni, by the way.
Masz 11 tygodni.
No, you don't know that. You don't.
I know, but I remember.
For the non-Polish viewers, this was like a big sort of meme Back when I initially moved to Poland, actually, that was like the first thing I used to see, like these billboards all over Poland. You know,
this bloody fetus.
Yeah, and Mam 11 tygodni means literally I am 11 weeks old. And it's basically meant to be this powerful anti-abortion message, just telling you that I don't know, trying to evoke guilt.
Doing an abortion because look at this tiny little baby. No,
Mam 11 tygodni.
You look like you could be 11 tygodni. You're a tiny baby.
Yeah, I'm a little baby boy.
I would never abort you, Danny.
Thank you.
Okay. I think we should move on to the more silly topic, and then we're gonna go straight into the male loneliness epidemic.
How deep are we in the?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a longer one because it's already like 1 p.m.
Okay.
So we're already to.
Or you're driving?
I'm driving, so it's fine.
Oh, nice! Hell yeah! Okay.
We're good.
Okay, but when is the thing in Poznan?
I'm leaving.
Is it today or tomorrow?
I'm leaving at 4.
But is the thing in Poznan today or tomorrow?
The thing in Poznan is today also. I don't know. I'm just leaving at 4.
Okay, fine.
We have time.
So, what's it called? What were you talking about? The lighter...
The TikTok drama.
Ah, yes. Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, the TikTok is living for it for like a week now, or maybe 2 weeks. And I just don't get it because it's such a non-issue for me, but people went crazy over it. So the first thing we should watch, I think I linked it on our Discord. So just
you sent a few things.
Yeah, let's watch the original one.
My son just opened the door and gave me a hug and said, "It's okay, Mom, it's not your fault." I don't normally post things like this, but I am absolutely humiliated. And I can't. Like, I had to hold it together for the 15 or 20 minute drive home because I didn't want the kids to be, like, completely, like, upset. So I was invited to a 4th of July party the other day by my son's best friend's mother. And I thought it was possibly like a family party or just like a neighborhood party or something because it's like a road in the woods kind of thing where they're at the end and then her mother and her uncle and then like a couple other houses. But I don't know anybody. I'm new to this area. I just moved 1,000 miles away to be here. And so I made an antipasto salad, like this big, gorgeous salad. And I asked, is there anything you want me to bring? Thank you so much. I was so gracious. I kept reiterating that. Thank you so much for, like, inviting me. I don't know anybody here. Like, and I get there and the kids get out and I grab the antipasto and I brought 1 beer with me because I was only going to drink 1 beer because I don't know, like, I have kids to drive home. Honestly, never been treated like this before, and I can't like imagine like having a party at your house and treating a guest.
For a second there, I wouldn't drive my kids after 1 beer, even a 1 beer. But I think I guess I would be under the limit even in Poland. But I think there's this culture of just you drink anything, you don't drive.
Yeah.
Ever. I think. For me in Poland, it's such an obvious thing, and I always see Americans like counting how many drinks they have.
I can have 2 glasses of wine for dinner.
I would just alcohol is involved. I'm not driving at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this, even if like maybe it was a surprise, I don't know. So I walk into the house with my son's friend's mom, and I'm carrying the salad, and I have my beer, and I just wanted to put the salad down and chat and introduce myself to everybody. And I guess the homeowner's name is Stasia, and her husband, I don't even know who he was. He walked by me kind of angry and like ignored me, but I was like trying to introduce myself to everybody. And her uncle, my son's friend's mom's uncle and mother were there, and they were the ones doing the fireworks, and they had like 500 rounds. And I'm just chatting, not even 5 minutes in the door, and somebody walks in the house and is like, are you going to introduce yourself to somebody? Like, it's really rude to walk into somebody's house and not introduce yourself. He's absolutely flipping out outside about some stranger. And I was like so confused. I looked like a deer caught in headlights because I thought I was invited. And even the mother that like invited me, she was like, what in the world? Like, I mentioned that she was coming. Like, okay. So, and I was like, I'm really sorry. I don't even know whose house this is. And the girl goes, exactly. You shouldn't be in here. And I was like, okay. So I walk outside, and when I get out on the porch, the girl Stasia I introduced myself to, it wouldn't even look at me. She turned herself looking away on the porch, and there's all these people just angrily looking at me and like nasty. And one guy was like, welcome to the neighborhood, see you later. And I was like, okay. So I just dumped my beer out, and I was just like, I was totally distraught. And like, I've never been treated like that. Like, I left the salad for them. It was like probably a $40 salad. I used all the really nice Italian cut meats and like all the vegetables from my yard. I just wanted to make a good impression. And like, this is why you don't make friends in your 30s, because like, people are so nasty. And like, I literally didn't mean to intrude. I thought I was I feel absolutely horrible because I ruined my kids' 4th of July. And like, I feel like that was so unwarranted. I feel like it was just so nasty the way I was treated, and the way that they just kind of ganked, like a bunch of strangers just like was standing on the porch looking at me like I was like this horrible piece of shit. Welcome to the neighborhood. See you later. Fuck you. Like, that hurt. I'm like shaking right now. I'm thinking I'm shaking. I don't even know. The mother felt so bad. She was like, please, she's like, just follow me down.
Like, she was just trying to like,
yeah, I think we can
help out.
That's, people related
that's so
heavily to
mean,
this. I was kind of surprised that it was such a huge thing, because it just seems like a little neighborhood drama, but people
love fixating on random shit like that.
Like, TikTok blew up. Like, people were reenacting this, they making like comedy skits about the whole situation. Everybody started doing this Antipasto salad that she bring, and all the most like popular creators were like making outrage TikToks about how could you do this to her, and that Antipasto. Let's watch some of them. Maybe not this one.
Let me explain something to you, you dumb hicks, okay? If you have people over and somebody shows up and they have an Antipasto salad, that person didn't need an invite to come over. They brought an Antipasto salad. The Antipasto salad is the invite, especially if it's this Antipasto salad. Look at that Antipasto salad. I want to tell you something right now. If I went to the Cherry Hill, New Jersey Wegmans, this shit would be $120. There's $120 worth of Antipasto salad. That lady made by hand this Antipasto salad.
So you actually made me realize the main villain of the story, Stasia. She might be actually Anastasia. I assumed she's Stasia. Like, Polish name Stasia.
Because she called her Stasia.
Stasia.
And in America they say Anastasia.
Right, but I think it's her whole name, just Stasia.
Yeah.
Maybe she's Polish.
Could be.
Yeah, because she actually made a statement about the situation.
Oh, really?
Let's just agree, it was shitty. Especially like, I think they're Southern. And the famous Southern hospitality is a thing.
Yeah. I mean, the Pearl Mania also call them Hicks, which is usually an insult for Southerners.
It's their last name.
What?
It's their last name.
Their last name is Hicks?
Stasia's name is Hicks.
Holy fuck.
Stasia Hicks.
Their last name is a slur.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy story.
Fucking Hicks.
The crazy thing is also there was like fake voice message going around TikTok with her like explaining herself, and apparently from the statement that was posted on Stasia's Facebook, they're apparently fake, but this is the audio recording.
I am not a mean person. My husband is not a mean person.
Not a mean person.
We are not mean people. Neither is my mother-in-law. We simply did not know who this person was that come into our house unannounced to not a party. Let's clarify, this was not a...
If you ever are in a position where you have to tell somebody in a public setting or like and announce it to the world that you are not X, you are probably X. Like, have you, like, imagine like your first impression of a guy is like him making a public statement.
This is apparently a fake recording.
I mean, but still, like, like imagine like you meet a guy and then like you open up his like TikTok and his like first video is like, I am not a pedophile. Like
okay,
yeah. I mean, like, why do you even need to clarify that? Like already you're
So the actual statement on her Facebook page goes like this. It does seem plenty of self-proclaimed experts of the Hicks family are watching and waiting for something to grab a hold of. So this is for you. I even encourage you to share. First and foremost, I pray for you. My family prays for you. For whatever the reason is, you feel led to create more chaos. We pray for you. Second, we are not hiding. Please don't mistake our silence for fear. My family is choosing peace over chaos. We know the only thing we are truly standing against is the devil.
Bismillah.
Who is working visibly hard in this world. People seem to dismiss... Oh, can we also talk about how extremely religious Americans are?
Is severely.
The Christianity of Americans is...
But because keep in mind, it's like one of the few countries that's been that was founded after Christianity was established.
Wow, that's true.
So their whole like basis of like the Constitution is like under God.
True, but
and
also in my passport there's the mention of God. And
sure, but
Poland is extremely religious.
That's after like the Catholicization of Poland, right?
But we are also very religious, but in on a deep level of values, and they are casually religious. Like in a casual conversation, they will mention
because their religion
their devotion to God.
Their religion in reality is money and consumerism, but at the same time, linguistically, they are very religious people. Like, oh my God, what the hell? Blah blah blah.
It's
like
not normal.
Yeah.
It seems neutral to them, but for me, it's giving cold vibes almost. So let's continue. People seem to dismiss the level of severity it's reached, and I can agree with that. They're probably getting like insane amount of hate. That's for sure. Third, we will not fold. We are not ashamed or scared to protect our home, our family, certainly not our faith. Who is attacking your faith? What is going on?
Yeah, chill out.
While feelings and false information continue to fuel this online debate about who is right, let's take a moment to consider the difference between facts and feelings. Facts are objective. Facts don't change based on who's telling them or how someone feels about them. Feelings, on the other hand, are personal and subjective, shaped by an emotion. While feelings are individually different, they deserve respect. However, they are not always felt from truth. With that, I feel led to share some things in no particular order. You were not there.
Uh-oh.
Neither was some random TikToker making clickbait posts for clout. Nicole was invited by a third party. The third party never communicated to us that she would be bringing food or joining gathering. For clarity, had we knew all the details not shared with us, this misunderstanding would not have occurred. She did walk into our house unannounced, as well as admits she did not know whose house it was.
So what?
We have the right to ask someone we did not know to step outside our home. The sovereign hospitality thing, confronted with the insane defend your property thinking of Americans. Like
they're probably itching for that fucking trigger to.
Yes. The whole trespassing thing, the trespassing existing even like as a charge is insane.
You are trespassing on private property. I have the right to kill you. Bah! And then they fucking shoot her. Bitch.
That was a great accent. Get into voice acting. The true issue was poor communication between people involved. Apologies were exchanged on both ends. Why should she apologize to you? Nicole did still decide to leave and later share her feelings on social media.
Yeah, I mean, even if they fucking begged me to come back after that situation, I'm spitting on them, bro.
I did post responses out of defense for my family. One video and couple Facebook posts on my account. It was reported, not taken down. It could have been handled differently on both sides. Bullying us means you are a bully. Bullying is not what we did. Girlie, it was bullying.
You made the woman fucking sob.
Yeah, you make an adult woman cry in her car.
Like cry like sobbing, like bawling her eyes out.
And I get her. Yeah. I would be crying too.
I've been there.
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Jake did not make the threatening phone call that's been circulating. The conversation was solely between Nicole and my mother-in-law. I did not personally invite her. I did not personally text her. Nicole and I were never in contact prior to this situation. No calls, no texts. Nicole was under the impression we knew she was coming to join us, not her fault. My family and myself was unaware of that. I never mentioned Jeff Eds or used him as a threat. The Scott County Sheriff's Office was never used as a threat either. Neither my husband, my mother-in-law, nor I have any social media accounts making comments or posting videos. Any content claiming to be from us is completely false, and honestly, the effort behind some of lies is almost impressive. How Nicole feels versus how you feel or how my family feels about this does not change the reality and the depth of which it went or even the danger it is trying to cause. A lot of what's being said is coming from a place of compulsion to act, to be a part of the real bullying and to stir and twist. Just pure ill intentions. Nicole expressed how we made her feel. While her feelings are not being dismissed, my mother-in-law, myself, or my husband are not intentionally trying to hurt her feelings. Right or wrong, my family, nor any family or anyone deserves what this has become. Lastly, as for the rest of the rumors, the comments, and the videos being created about my life or my family's lives, there's just dismissed. My mother-in-law, myself, or my husband did not intentionally try to hurt her feelings. Right or wrong, my family, nor any family or anyone deserves what this has become. Lastly, as for the rest of the rumors, the comments, and the videos being created about my life or my family's lives, that's just noise and nonsense from people who think they know something. At the end of the day, we are leaning on our family or friends, and above all, our faith. We know who we are, and we will not be shaken by the dark parts of the world. God bless you. Good night, Stasia Hicks. Oh, so actually, I'm not sure.
Hicks is not a Polish last name, I think.
It's not, but maybe. Well, right now, I'm not sure if the recording was actually fake. She mentioned there are some fake rumors being spread, but she never specifically mentioned this recording, so maybe
TBH,
it was her.
Who the fuck would have the time or desire to make fake?
Oh, with this level of virality?
Really?
Please leave the mic alone.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's possible. People love to jump on the hate train.
No, sorry, I was just adjusting it to...
That's okay. Just stop caressing it, like... Yeah. So, yeah, with this level of viral... Why can't I say...
Virality.
Virality.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I think they might. They actually might create a fake recording because people are going insane with it. You don't know the scale. I just showed you like 2 videos, but people are going crazy with it. So I believe imagine. It. I absolutely believe it, but it might have been actually her recording. Like,
who knows?
I am not a mean person. My husband is not a mean person. What does mean if not like telling someone,
you don't
get the fuck out of my house, you don't even know.
You don't get to tell somebody that they didn't hurt you.
Yeah.
Like, that you didn't hurt them.
She's trying
you know,
to...
like she's trying to say that I didn't she's saying like I didn't hurt this person's feelings. Like, no, I didn't hurt this person. I didn't do anything. I'm not in the wrong. But you did. The woman was crying. Yes. She felt bad.
Well, I think she's trying to have a cookie and eat it too by saying I did hurt her feelings, but I am not a mean person. Like, you're maybe not a mean person. You were mean to her.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing that intrigues me here is, like, before TikTok and social media, that would be like a neighborhood drama that would be resolved.
Maybe like their cousin would like hear about it the most, but not like a fucking random brown guy in Poland. Probably. Yeah.
And right now, I absolutely believe that family who maybe behaved shitty towards this person, but they are now receiving like unprecedented amount of hate that like just a regular family from like a sovereign neighborhood would never experience in their life.
Yeah, they're not built with that infrastructure to handle that.
Yeah. And I think I guess we are contributing to that now because we are talking about
we're
them.
Spreading it, but
and the thing, like, some Polish like podcasters are talking about this random sovereign family like from the southern US.
You know, at the same time, I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, do you think they deserve it?
They don't. Nobody deserves anything.
Mm-hmm. Nobody deserves anything.
I don't mean it in that way.
Daniel's right.
Yeah, no, I don't mean it in that way. I just mean that the victim in this situation, the initial victim at least, deserves visibility for what happened to her.
And especially because she feels alone. I think it all stems from her feeling, or she's like
because
in a new
she posted it on the internet for a reason, because she wanted people to validate her, to comfort her, to let her know she's not in the wrong. And
she's receiving that.
Yeah. So whether or not I hurt the feelings of the violator in this situation is secondary to me. I'm not saying to go out and kill this woman. But I'm not saying
stop right now.
No, but I'm saying I'm not saying like I feel bad for her. That's all. Okay. Like for me, my focus is on the victim, the person who was wronged.
That's actually very true, Danny, because I never thought about it before, that something good also happened. Like, people are recreating her Antipasto salad. They're all inviting her to their place. Yeah. She's probably made a ton of new friends this way.
Exactly.
So you're right. Something good came out of it.
Yeah,
that's true. I wonder
if you ever need to morally justify anything we're doing on this podcast, let me know. I'll make it so easy for you to justify.
You're suspiciously good at it, Danny. I'm still thinking like the safe sleazy thing. You will not escape it.
I will never escape it.
The reason I want to talk to you about the male loneliness epidemic is the recent drama in the Polish influencer sphere.
Lay it on me, girl.
Mm-hmm. So there's this girl who is a feminist, and she's posting like feminist content on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And one of her TikToks like turned out to be so offensive to men that she had to delete it. So let me just find it so you can...
I thought women were the emotional ones.
Right. I know, right?
Maybe they're the ones PMSing.
I just need to find it because, like I said, she deleted it.
Take your time. Believe women.
Which one was it?
Yo, she has a bulge.
Oh yeah, some people actually asked us about what is at the other side of the vase, dupa vazon. Yeah, we can show it.
Yeah, she has like
an actual thing.
Yeah. She has a big ass pussy, man. Big fan of that.
Okay, I found it. Oh, it's not deleted.
Really?
So I was lied to.
It was in Polish?
It's in Polish,
okay.
But if you need, I will translate. Okay.
Padła mnie właśnie epidemia coachów podrywu. Jestem z Teo na spacerze i podchodzi do mnie jakiś chłop i mówi: przepraszam. Myślałam, że nie wiem, chcę się zapytać o drogę albo coś. A ja jestem miła, zawsze pomagam ludziom. No więc wyjmuję słuchawkę i mówię: słucham. A on do mnie tak: przepraszam, mam pytanie, może bezpośrednie, ale dałabyś się zaprosić na kawę albo drinka? A ja: nie. Dobrze, przepraszam. I poszedł sobie biedny. Szanuję za odwagę, no. Jest to jakby nie patrzeć odważny ruch.
So she's saying that she's minding her own business, walking, listening to music or something, and then some guy walked up to her and asked her if she wants to go out with him for a drink or a coffee.
Yes.
She just simply said no.
Yes.
But then what happened after?
He just left. He said, "Oh, sorry," and left. So the problem is, I know you're wondering, what's the problem? Like the normal interaction.
Like a normal human being interaction.
The problem is, she recorded that TikTok and she laughed at him. And it was a huge problem because all the guys from the manosphere, and not only manosphere, even like in the mainstream media, started shitting on her because she's apparently the reason why guys won't ever approach women anymore in public. And she's, I guess, she's like a personification of a man's greatest fear. That woman
Rejection.
will laugh at you.
Oh,
Of course, yeah. First she will reject you.
Then make fun of you.
Then she will make fun of you.
Yeah.
And I see really, truly how it works. Even in like my comments when I was talking about it on my stream. Like there are so many men who feel so deeply emotional about the vision. You know, it didn't happen to them, but they are relating so hard to the situation. They see themselves in this guy who she doesn't even show or mention his name or anything, but they already imagine themselves in this situation.
You know why it's so difficult and emotional for them to go through this? Because it's the one situation out of like a trillion in their experiences with women where the woman has more power than him. You know what I mean? Yeah, because in every other situation he has the advantage, whether it's like societal or with work or with whatever. But in this one situation, he's being vulnerable for a split second and giving her the power to just completely fucking demolish him. That's true. That terrifies him. Even though he exists with that same level of power in almost every other situation, but always says like, no, I'm a good guy though. I'm a good guy. I'm a good person. I'm a good person.
But
like, don't have to worry.
That's the part I don't get.
Because that's what they think that they think in extremes. Mm-hmm. They're fucking idiots. They don't understand like that there's nuances to stuff, and they also like are very emotional and not really logic based in their thoughts. I don't know. Maybe you see it differently, but
I the part I get completely is that when you put yourself out there and make yourself vulnerable and ask women out, it's unpleasant to be rejected.
Sure, yeah.
And it's probably fucking embarrassing to be laughed at.
Sure.
Even if not directly, later on TikTok. Sure. It's probably very, very unpleasant.
Yeah.
But the level that men fear this particular situation, that's what's scary and weird to me.
But that's why I'm saying it's because the one situation where if somebody's talking about it, you know, you can clearly see that she had more power than he did in the power dynamic.
Yeah, and
you know, so for it's men have an obsession with this macho masculinity, being in control of everything. Women are under my manipulation, blah blah blah. So the one time there's a situation that it's kind of like flipped around, at least in their eyes, it's terrifying for them.
That's a very good
it's
observation.
It's not even the embarrassment. They don't give a fuck about the embarrassment. They can't get embarrassed, most of them, because they have too big of an ego. You know what I mean? Because to get embarrassed, it means you have to care about what another person thinks about you.
I think to some extent, like I know you were probably talking about like some hardcore red-pilled guys.
Yeah, I'm talking in extremes,
guys are
of course.
Also like subconsciously
subconsciously so maybe, but
so afraid of this particular
but
situation.
if they thought about it for more than 2 seconds, they would not have an issue with this. Just like how I don't have an issue with it because I thought about it for more than 2 seconds. Okay, if there's a woman that's going out there and like making it her mission to just fucking kill men and ruin their lives and shit like that, I will not. Okay, maybe I'll support a little bit, but I that's not what we're talking about, right? We're talking about a woman going by her daily life, minding her own fucking business.
Okay, I think the problem is her recording the TikTok.
Still, it's within her right entirely. She didn't dox him. She didn't say anything like, she didn't say like we need to kill this man. She just said like, okay, it's
and they tell it. They mention it themselves. It is a vulnerable and scary position. Why? Because you might face rejection.
Yeah.
Because you may may face ridicule.
Yeah.
So you expect this when you come to like a random person. You expect you might be ridiculed. That's why it's a vulnerable situation.
And also keep in mind, the bigger deal you make it out to be, the bigger of a deal it will be.
Yeah,
because
that TikTok would not be anything if it didn't went viral because people were mad at it.
Exactly. Because for example, for me, I have a pretty like, I have no filter. And I will often just like straight up like tell people like, oh, you're hot, or like blah blah blah.
You're gonna be embarrassed for a while.
Yeah, but for me, it's not that big of a deal if she laughs about it and shit like that, because it happens. It's life. Yeah, it's survivable. I'm not gonna die, and I'll be okay in the grand scheme of things. In fact, it's I think in a sense like commendable that like at least you instead of like making her like creeped out or something, at least you gave her a little giggle. Like that's good enough sometimes.
Yeah,
because
that's
would you rather have that reaction, bro? Or like, when I say bro, I'm talking to the men watching this. Would you rather have a reaction like that, which I think is completely fine and normal and healthy and natural? Or would you rather have her like scream and run away from you and tell her friends like, some creepy fucking ugly guy tried to like...
That's another part to it that's gonna relate to this. But what also surprises me is people in my comments, men in my comments telling me, you will never understand. You just don't get how it's like. Even there was this one guy that told me there was this girl in primary school that I asked her out and she laughed at me and told all her friends.
Get
and still,
over it.
40 years later, I have trauma over this.
Yeah.
And my only question is, why do you assume I don't know how it's like? I know you have this... red-pilled brain, I am a blonde woman, so I will never know rejection.
Yeah.
I know it. I know it exactly.
That's not the issue. The issue is that you like women, especially nowadays, have a much louder voice when it comes to voicing their own woes and the specific issues that they face themselves as like women are uniquely victims in many situations, and those same men like want to be uniquely victims in their own situation too.
But it's not unique.
Yeah, it isn't.
I was rejected.
It isn't. They're
fucking
idiots.
So many times. I was laughed at so many
of course.
times. First in, I think, 4th grade.
Yeah.
When I wrote on a little piece of paper, would you go out
with me?
Yeah. Passed it to one of the guys. I didn't even like him. I just wanted a date.
Yeah.
And he, of course, showed it to all his friends. And
I got
not
embarrassed
only were they
and
laughing
everyone
at me,
knew about it. You felt bad.
in front of the teacher, in front of everyone in class, he told me, you should hate yourself.
Yeah.
Literally.
Classic.
And I was then, like, until my adulthood, I was rejected and laughed at so many times.
Yeah.
I was bullied.
Also, something that I forgot to mention that's also important in this, but what for me makes the male loneliness academic such a fucking bullshit concept to me is also that all these problems that men discuss in the pursuit of caring for one another and like we need like it's all reactionary. All of it is reactionary. It's always like the only time I never hear a motherfucker shut his trap about fucking what is it, like men's mental health
is in response to some feminist issue.
Yes. Or like, for example, it doesn't shut their fucking mouth about what's it called, about Father's Day is during Mother's Day. Doesn't shut their mouth about fucking what's like the other like big deals that they,
the Women's Day.
Women's Day, yeah, Men's Day. Nobody cares about Men's Day. Cause fuck you, bro. What the fuck?
You should care about it.
Yeah, you care about it. You are the guy in control of the society that you exist in.
Throw a party with your friends.
Yes.
Like,
bro,
enjoy your boyhood. Like, celebrate it.
Seriously, nobody is stopping you, bro. You are the one in fucking control.
You are creating your own misery.
Yes, so, exactly.
My point was, I think, so I was rejected many times. I was laughed at, even for thinking that I would like, I could pursue a guy.
Sure,
the sole thought of me pursuing them was like
a disaster. Yeah.
So I think I'm not basing my whole personality around that, and I'm not talking about it too much, is because I know the other struggles that only women face.
Yeah.
Like the constant harassment, constant sexual harassment, and the threat of being
and before any fucking male fuck like red pill whatever will comment this, because she mentioned sexual harassment. Yes, men get sexually harassed as well. I've been sexually harassed by women and by men. It happens, but it's a much more prevalent issue with women than it is with men. It's a systemic issue with women, and it's
in our society. It's very normalized since a very young age. Like,
so I'm saying this, listen, as somebody that's been sexually harassed myself, okay? Really, on multiple occasions, in really bad ways, I have been sexually harassed, and listen to me still letting her speak and listen to what she says. So please keep going.
Danny, you're such a great feminist.
No, I'm saying this because I know they're going to be commenting you should talk to a guy that's been sexually harassed, maybe.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
and I think it's also the reason why you recognize that being rejected or ridiculed is nothing. It's survivable.
It's life. Like I told you in the car, this type of cringe keeps me alive. You know, this is like stuff that like, you know how I stopped feeling bad yesterday after my 2 days ago cringe. I thought, I was like, this is like the worst thing I have to worry about right now, and like other people are like have like AIDS and shit. Like, okay, so yeah, so I'm good.
Such a specific example.
But you know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, in reality, I'm good.
When you put yourself out there, you're gonna experience those situations. You cannot escape it, and it's a sign you're living your life properly, because you're putting yourself out there, and it's nothing compared to this feminist issues, this issues that feminists are fighting for.
Oh no,
like the sexual harassment and violence.
It's nowhere near the same level. Yeah. Like, okay, also, this might be a bit controversial, but just stay with me here when I'm saying this, okay? So there's a big discussion about the male loneliness epidemic, that also the suicide rate is highly disproportionate, with men being the ones killing much more than women are. That's because women are not killing men. They're not harassing men. They're not physically harming men. Women are not a physical threat to men. Also, men are a physical threat to women.
The rates of suicide are very different for men and women, because the women's attempts are more likely to fail. Like, because of the ways women decide to kill themselves with like pills, they're usually less effective than like gun or I'm sorry for being so specific.
Yeah.
But when you look at like attempts, it's pretty equal for both. And people can say, oh, it's because women are more dramatic and they don't mean it. They just want to be rescued. And no, it's because men more often have access to guns and violent ways. And also, apparently, women are thinking more about people who will find them. And they don't want to leave a mess.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to think about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to diminish like male suffering. Yeah. And I don't know that people will come at us for like, oh, why do you say that my suffering is less than your suffering?
Nobody's saying that. The point that we are trying to make is that you are trying to act like there is a systemic injustice when there just isn't. Women are experiencing a systemic injustice on multiple platforms, on different mediums, in different aspects of their lives. They cannot, even if they fucking blocked their ears and closed their eyes, they will still be facing some sort of systemic injustice, even if they just sit down and don't move. The thing that makes your so-called systemic injustice so disingenuous is that you are fucking leaping over mountains trying to create a social injustice that you are just simply not there. You are mainly causing it to yourselves. Most of the problems are caused by you and are solvable by you. You know, women are merely asking to be, you are women. They are just, they just want to be left alone. You know, that's it. You guys are like talking about something completely different. You know, your problems would end if you just decided to lock yourself in a room and mind your own business.
Right, and also a lot of people were accusing me because I also said that I don't believe that approaching strangers in public is a very effective way to meet people. People were like, oh, people met like that all the time before social media and Tinder.
Sure.
And I'm not praising Tinder.
Yeah.
I don't think Tinder is very effective in finding like a partner. I also don't think approaching stranger is. There is a whole spectrum of other ways to
There's
find
a million different ways.
People.
Yes.
So listen, I get that feeling of loneliness and rejection is very painful. I know this.
It sucks. We've all been there.
I absolutely relate to this.
Yes.
But I just think it's not a systemic issue.
It's not. For men, it is the main loneliness epidemic. Even the name fucking epidemic makes it sound like it's like a weird systemic thing that it's not a systemic issue.
Being not systemic, it doesn't mean that it's not important. It doesn't mean that you're not suffering, that I invalidate it. It just means it's not for me to solve. I can do anything about your loneliness. This is a problem
it's not her duty. It's not any woman's duty to try to solve this issue for you because you can solve it yourself.
It sounds harsh, but
tough shit, bro.
Unfortunately, there's no one else that can solve it for you except for you, your support group. I guess you don't have one probably, but
you guys don't care about each other. You guys aren't helping each other out. You guys are not caring about each other. There is no structure that is built for you guys to care about each other, for you guys to support each other. The only times the issues are brought up is in order to invalidate women's issues or LGBT issues or whatever issues. It's always used as a counterpoint, you know? Like, why should you have this if we don't have this?
Yeah, also the supportive system, this net of your close ones that are caring for you. It also doesn't come from like from nothing. You have to care for it. You have to build it. You have to open yourself up to your male friends, to your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, to people close to you. You have to care for these connections. You have to. I know women are more socialized to do this stuff, like subconsciously.
To be more vulnerable emotionally, probably.
Yes, like, for example, with our friends.
Yes.
When we meet with our friends, we constantly talk about our emotions and relationships. And I know it's probably tough for guys because you're not used to it, but you have to work on it. And we're not going to do the work for you. You have to open yourself up to people.
They're already doing enough for themselves as it is. You're putting enough, and
for you too, as like partners. As
exactly.
We are constantly like cuddling you emotionally. It's training, by the way.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Like, I know so many guys who only talk about their emotions with their partners.
Sure. Yeah. It's entirely the duty of the partner to.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
Yeah,
you should have someone to talk about besides your romantic partner.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna drain your relationship too.
Yeah.
Very fast, and it's not
get
healthy.
a therapist. If you don't want to talk to your friends, get a fucking therapist.
If you have resources for it,
if you have the resources for it,
would be a great solution too.
And also. Additionally, I would like to add, getting rejected once, twice, 3 times, whatever, even if it happens 2-3 times in a row, that's fine. That's normal. Eventually, once the more you put yourself out there, the higher chance you have of it working. But if you are like this one motherfucker, I think you've seen him on TikTok, the guy that has swiped on Tinder 2 million fucking times and only gotten 2 matches and 1 date out of it, you are the problem.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And I and a few other people on TikTok called it before he even showed what his profile looked like. His profile was it was a nightmare when I looked at it. Bro, okay, the guy isn't like, he's like, okay, he's ugly, he's bald, he's whatever, but that's not the problem. Women go for ugly bald guys all the fucking time. Yes. The problem is the fucking stupid ass shirt you're wearing that was like FBI female booty inspector or some shit like that. And you carrying fish in every single photo, like on top of it, and like the bio being like ridiculously like stupid, like him saying like, I swear to God, it was something like, if you're not willing to go fishing for sturgeon with me, then I don't want to talk to you. Like, okay, who the fuck wants to go fishing for sturgeon with you, Habibi? Like, you are the problem. Like, male loneliness epidemic is.
Yeah, that's.
You are the epidemic, Habibi.
The whole obsession of physiognomy and looks maxing. I know so many people of both genders who are objectively ugly. Yeah. And they call themselves ugly.
Yeah, and they pull like crazy.
They're not conventionally attractive. And they're in
Look
love.
at Benny Blanco, man. He's rolling in puss and he's like the most disgusting.
Okay, they're gonna tell you about he's probably famous or something. But I know,
but that means he did something for himself to be of value.
I know regular people that just have good personalities and they're just open.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like Benny Blanco did something for himself to be of value. Maybe he doesn't have a personality, but he made himself valuable in some way. You clearly, if you are not getting any attention whatsoever and not having any success whatsoever, it means that you have nothing to offer. And it doesn't have to be looks. It doesn't have to be stuff that you're born with.
It can be a personality.
It's stuff that you control.
Absolutely.
You can control it, you know? So it's all of this stuff. Epidemic, you know, people get sick. People involuntarily contract an illness and get sick. Maybe they can do some things to prevent it and get better, but at the end of the day, epidemic implies that it's not in their control. This is not an epidemic. This is literally, it's self-harm. You are taking the knife and continuously poking your leg with it and then saying, man, why the fuck am I covered with these fucking knife holes on my leg? Habibi, take a second, stop, put the knife down, you know, think. Who is doing the damage? Who is in control of the situation? And then...
Yeah, actually, I think there's one systemic aspect to the male loneliness epidemic, and it's the fact that we live in an unprecedented time where women actually are not getting married by default because they are financially independent enough and culturally
they are not dependent on they're being dependent on men less and less and
they
less
don't
and less.
have to get married, and I think they're starting to realize, wow, it's getting married and having children is putting me in this very vulnerable position, and
maybe I should pick my partners better. Maybe I shouldn't fucking settle.
It's gonna be harder for men to find a partner because women are less desperate.
Less women are settling for you guys. You actually have to try. You have to try. So that's why considering everything we've discussed, I have no sympathy whatsoever for the stupid fucking male loneliness epidemic, because it's another cheap, pathetic attempt at trying to shift the blame from themselves to women. Yeah. You know? Pretty much. So, fuck you. I'm sorry. Tough shit.
It's gonna be harder to find a partner.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing.
Tough shit, yeah. Good for the women. Maybe they'll finally find a good guy, you know?
We're all gonna find the same guy apparently because of the hypergamy situation. I still don't know how it's supposed to work.
No, also me neither.
We're just all going for the same one alpha guy.
Yeah.
And cheating on our beta partners with this one lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, hypergamy is such a non-issue for me. Okay, I think we've been going on for like 3 hours. Almost 3 hours.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
This time.
So basically, the official perspective of women in STEM is that the male loneliness epidemic does not fucking exist. Cry about it. Cry me a fucking river. Okay? And if you are complaining about damage that you've done to yourself, you know, try to think.
Stop hitting yourself.
Yeah, stop hitting yourself, pretty much. Yes, I'm glad me and Kasiel continue to be on agreement in everything.
And we are women in STEM after all, so we did some scientific research on that.
Yes, but me doing scientific research just means be a man and listen to unsuspecting men talk about...
And being an unapologetic pick-me
Yes,
guy.
yes. Well, pick me depending on how you look at it. But yeah, I think...
But they did pick you, by the way. Many
Alhamdulillah. But I do have to point out that I am in a unique situation, I would say, in these cases when it comes to male issues, just because I hate men irrationally due to personal experiences that I don't want to divulge into a lot. And the fact that they are not such good people in reality kind of helps me justify my hatred for them. So I am not entirely selfless in my endeavor for in hating men.
You're biased a little bit.
I am biased.
We all are.
Yeah.
We all are.
Some with more justification than others.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for tuning in to our 4th episode.
Oh, I was about to slap her, but she's...
Oh, shit. Wait, let me turn around.
Just to drive the point home of not how to treat women. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna for sure rage people.